Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna, and we're gonna spend a few days together. I am in Florida for the next few weeks. I'm so excited. The weather is warm, the birds are chirping, some of the ducks are quacking, which they're a little bit loud, but I thought it would be fun to spend a few days together. Corey and I, my fiance, are going to spring training tomorrow, so I was like, oh, I definitely want to vlog that. I feel like that's gonna be so fun. So I'm really looking forward to the next few days all together, and yeah, we're just gonna be vlogging a few days in my life. I have been loving this warm weather. It has put me in such a good mood. I wake up every morning rejuvenated, excited to take on the day, which I haven't really felt that way in a while since it's just been so cold. But I have a semi-busy work week this week. Today is a little bit on the lighter side, but Tuesday and Wednesday are literally back to back, like I think almost to the point of no lunch. So we'll see how that goes. I'm always gonna take a lunch or try to, because I think it is so important for your mental health to be taking a real work lunch, not a working lunch. If you need to do it sometimes, please do, but don't do it all the time. It's not worth it. And now I need to go and sit down at my desk. I'm looking at the clock, 8:52. I've got my iced coffee waiting for me. I've got a few little things to get done, and then we'll check in the afternoon. We are gonna go to the pool today. I'm very excited. I'll show you what's in my pool bag. We've got spring training. We're getting pedicures on Wednesday because we're leaving for Disney next weekend, or not next weekend. I guess it's this weekend now. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And so that's really what I've got, but yeah, we're gonna spend a few days together in the beautiful Florida sunshine, and it'll be a fun few days. All right, little check-in. It is 12:15. I just ended up making a quick lunch over here. I had a really busy, like jam-packed stacked days of mornings. Now my next meeting is not until 2, but I am on my lunch break at least from now, from like 12 to 1. I'll probably take an additional half hour today so that I can sit at the pool, but also wanted to do just a quick share of what I made for lunch today. So this week I am doing tomato, cucumber, mozzarella salad. So underneath is tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, little balls, avocado, cucumber, some salt, pepper, olive oil, and a little bit of cut up basil. I just wanted something really light and kind of full of veggies for this week, and Corey and I only needed lunch for technically like 3 days, because I think on Thursday we're gonna go out for lunch at Tijuana Flats before Disney. So this is my lunch. I'm gonna turn on some YouTube and then I'll head to the pool. I've got my Stanley filled up with water. It is a absolutely beautiful, perfect weather day. I think it's in like the mid 80s right now, so probably like 80, I don't know, it feels like 83 maybe, I don't know, just feels really beautiful. So I ended up finishing up my lunch a little while ago, threw on my bathing suit, and now we are headed to the pool. It is a little bit windy today, which is actually kind of nice because it means that I won't be like super duper hot when I'm laying at the pool, which will be nice. And I'm just excited because it's a beautiful day. I won't be able to go to the pool for lunch tomorrow or Wednesday because with work I am so busy that I just like, even the hour in between, I'll just be able to eat and I won't be able to go to the pool. So I really wanted to prioritize doing that today. So we're headed to the pool now. I will show you kind of how I set up my little area at the pool today, and it'll be nice. It is literally a perfect day. There is not a single cloud in the sky, and this lighting is like kind of bizarre. I almost was gonna hold the camera over here, but I just decided not to. So we're at the pool now, and now I need to get my stuff set up. Alrighty, here is the little pool setup. So I am currently reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I literally just started at maybe 4 pages in, and then I always have my spray oil, and then I do use 2 towels because 1 towel is normally not long enough, and because the chairs are like that black or brown plastic, they get super hot. So I'm gonna spend my next 35 to 45 minutes reading at the pool. We have finished up at the pool. I only ended up staying for about under an hour, like 40-ish minutes. The reason is that I actually have a meeting at not 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I felt like, sorry, my hair's a little bit wild right now, but I just decided to go for a few hours. I really wanted to get outside today and relax and soak up some sunshine because I won't be able to go to the pool on, like I mentioned before, Tuesday and Wednesday during my lunch hour because I just am so busy this week at work during those days of the week that I won't actually be able to go. So I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to soak up a little bit of extra lunch time and sit out by the pool. So I have a call in the next probably like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go back, throw on my quick like t-shirt and shorts, and then what I'm gonna do is at 2:30 is when that meeting finishes. So what I'll end up doing is taking a quick shower, washing my hair, getting like rejuvenated and ready, and then I have a meeting at 2, a meeting at 3, and a meeting at 4, so on the half hours, be like top of every hour. So let's go back. My arm is hurting from holding this camera up, but pool was nice. Really nice to get some sunshine before a busy remainder of the week. I also forgot to mention, wow, I'm like sweating from the walk up and just throwing my hair up in a quick bun, but I forgot to mention, people are probably like, Brianna, you have a full hour. Why are you not going even for like 20 minutes of your lunch break when you have like back-to-back work meetings on Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday? So tomorrow I end up having a team meeting that ends at noon, and then I have meetings from 1 to like 4:30 tomorrow, but we're going to the Red Sox game, so I don't want to like be out in the sun and be exhausted and then be really tired for the Red Sox. And then on Wednesday I lead a training from 11:30 to 12, and then right away from 1 to 1:30 right after lunch. And so if I go to the pool, I don't want to lead a training like this. I would also have to get dressed, so it's just not worth it. It just makes way more sense to have 2 like inside non-pool days. But Thursday we will be at the pool. So awesome pool day, very excited about that. It is 1:57, so in the next few minutes I do have a meeting, and this is exactly how I'm gonna take my meeting right now. What I'll do is I'll throw on like a quick bra and just untie this suit, and then I do need to take a nice shower. Corey and my dad are golfing today at 3:30, so that means that I will work the remainder of the afternoon just like from the apartment, not like by myself, I don't mean it in that way, but I'll just have some nice...
Just say it by yourself.
Yeah, basically by myself. But that's not in any way, shape, form like a bad thing. I'll just be alone. So I'm gonna end up FaceTiming a friend, which will be nice. And then I am gonna cook the boys dinner so that we can eat on like a normal, reasonable hour and not wait for them to get home. So with that being said, I need to sit at my desk and get ready for my meeting. Okay, you guys are gonna laugh, but you are literally on a jar of honey pretzels and a jar of peanut butter because my tripod is in the other room and I just didn't feel like going to get it. But I ended up taking a shower. Sorry, my hair is kind of funny. I ended up taking a shower after my 2 o'clock meeting. Ended up going a little bit over, which is fine with me. I was meeting with my manager. We don't often meet too much anyway, so it was nice to go over a little bit and just chat about, he's gonna be out of office, so me being able to like take a few things off his plate, so that was nice. So I took a nice shower, I did my detox shampoo, I shampooed twice, did a conditioner, like full body wash, and it just felt really good because I'm not gonna wash my hair now until Thursday night post pool because I want to curl my hair tomorrow, and because I'm not going to go to the pool for the next 10 days, I wanted to leave it just like looking nice. But I am in my pajamas because I have a meeting at 4 o'clock. You're probably like, why are you in your pajamas if you have a meeting? Well, funny you should ask, because my meeting at 4 to 4:30 is with one of my best friends that I work with, and she is the director for one of the sales teams that I am working with. So she's not going to care if I'm in my pajamas, and it didn't make sense to put on clothes for like literally 30 minutes and then just take them off again to put my pajamas on. So we're going into that meeting with my PJs, but it is 3:54. Corey and my dad ended up going out and going golfing, so I'm really excited for them. Their tea time was at 3:30, so I'm just kind of, like I said earlier this morning, home alone, eating by myself. I'm cutting up an apple right now by myself to have a little bit of a snack. They will not be home until probably, like, I want to say, also sorry if I'm like kind of blurry, I don't know what's going on here. They won't be home until, I think that my dad said around like maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I told them to text me when they are on the 16th hole. They're playing 18 today, and I will throw in the fish and start getting dinner ready. So that'll be nice because then I can have even just like a little bit of my own personal time. I'll probably go outside for a little bit, maybe read, and then I am FaceTiming a friend tonight for a little while. So that will be nice and refreshing. I'm excited about that. I haven't got to like chat with my friend Casey in a long time. I was saying to her, like, I'm so sorry that I've just been like, I feel like I've been distant. I feel like I've been just a little distant as just, I think, a friend to her in general. She's been super busy. I've been all over the place, and I feel like unless someone is texting me literally every day 24/7 to socialize, I feel like I just haven't been as astute in my text messages because I've been traveling for work. So literally, if you're not a work friend of mine, I feel like I've just been a little bit more distant, and I feel like that's okay. You know, I feel like we all go through phases sometimes where we're really extremely busy or we don't have the time to be, you know, texting or calling, and I think that's okay. This is just your friendly reminder to like take the time that you need, I think, when it comes to your friendships and chatting with your friends and such. So think through that as you're like, this is, maybe you needed a sign if you're missing a friend or you haven't chatted with that friend in a while. Just reach out to them and let them know that you're alive, but you're just really busy and you're just trying to navigate life and maybe travel and work and personal and all things. Like, I just feel I've been so busy recently that I haven't been able to socialize with as many people as I would have liked to, because I've just been, you know, we were coming to Florida packing. So this is your sign to reach out to your friends, because they'll probably miss you and want to know what you're doing, and so reach out to them. But I just ended up cutting up an entire Honeycrisp apple. This apple was literally fucking ginormous. I don't even know how I'm gonna finish the whole thing, but I probably will, because I really love Honeycrisp apples. So I'm gonna do half almond butter on one side and half regular peanut butter on the other. I really like almond butter. I haven't eaten it in a long time, but I really enjoy the Trader Joe's brand of almond butter because it's really, really creamy, and they add a little bit of salt to it, so it's just like tastes really, really good. So I need to go ahead and mix this, get my apple, and then sit down for my meeting. Also, not sure if anyone was curious, but almond butter on the left, peanut butter on the right. That is the entire Honeycrisp apple. And now it's time for my meeting. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I keep thinking that today is Wednesday. Yesterday was giving like Tuesday energy and Monday energy at the same time, if that makes any sense. But yesterday, after I finished up that meeting, I ended up just hanging out at home. My dad and Corey ended up golfing yesterday from like 3:30 to 6:30. So when they came home, we cooked a nice dinner. We had baked fish, asparagus, and a little bit of mashed potato. And then the boys ended up watching this like golf documentary that's currently on Netflix. So that's great for them. And I got to catch up on a lot of YouTube. I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to catch up and like watch a lot of YouTube. So it was really nice to actually be able to do some of that yesterday, like last night. So I ended up watching YouTube from like 8 to like 10:30 or 10:15, which was really nice because it's nice to catch up. I'm not like a TV watcher, but I feel like there's so many YouTubers that I love to watch, and I just feel like I've been out of groove because we traveled here and I traveled to Denver, and I just feel like I've been out of my YouTube game. But I'm excited for today because we are actually going to the Red Sox spring training. So excited. We're doing that tonight, so we're going to definitely take you along. Corey and I are very excited. It was Corey's idea to go because we have always wanted to go, but they've never been either like in this area when we were here, or we couldn't go at first a few years ago. They weren't here. I don't even know what the story is, but Corey looked up tickets and we're getting to go tonight, so I am so excited. But hope everyone has a lovely day. It is definitely going to be a busy work day today and tomorrow because we leave for Disney on Friday, so everything got condensed into like Tuesday, Wednesday this week, and I just feel like I'm a little overwhelmed with work. I feel like today and tomorrow, because I literally have my 1 hour blocks. We are recording the podcast today during lunch, which is fine. That's not, I think, why I'm stressed. I just feel like there's so much work to be done and so many things that are going on. I just want to make sure that I feel really good about everything that's going on and don't want to feel chaotic energy. But it's a beautiful day. I am in my sweatshirt this morning, because we were sitting outside. We were going to record the podcast this morning. Then we got into a little bit of an argument, so we decided we're going to record this afternoon. Corey and I are fine now. We were just talking it out, but we decided that we're going to record later this afternoon, and it was like kind of chilly outside this morning. I say chilly like it's freezing, but you know when it's like coldish? So it was cold. But anyway, that's all I've got. I need to go sit down at my desk and get a few things done and ready for the morning. And my first meeting is at 10:15, but it is, I think, like 8:55. I want to sit down and use the first hour to just get a little bit organized, see if there's anything I can early cross off my to-do list, because like I said, we're out Friday and the following Monday. So if there's a few things that I can get ahead of for the day, it'll make me feel better. So we're gonna go and sit down at my desk and get some work done. Beautiful crack. It is 2 o'clock. I am heading into a meeting at 2. I am like jumping into it right now, but I just wanted to say a quick hello because today has felt so busy, so chaotic, because we are leaving for Disney on Friday. We have Friday off, and we also had a short week last week. I just feel like everything got so condensed. Do you ever feel that way? Like, as much as I love a 4-day work week and just like having days off, I always feel like what that means is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the busiest days. Monday, everyone's getting into a groove. Friday, in full transparency, no one wants to be doing as much. So I feel like I just struggle a little bit when I have really busy days like this, but I just cracked my afternoon soda. I am in meetings and have been in meetings I started meetings at 1:30, and now I'll go straight through until about 4:30, but the good thing about this is it'll help me push forward because we're going to the Red Sox spring training game today, which I'm so excited about. So I would do a quick little check-in. Corey and I also, during our lunch hour today, decided that we were gonna record our podcast episode that's gonna go up tomorrow. And it was Epcot's Flower and Garden menu, like all the menu items. We had so much fun. Like, it was such a good hour-long episode, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. I'm already late to my meeting, so I was chatting with you guys quickly, but let me hop into my meeting, and I'll see you a little bit later. We'll get ready for the Red Sox game. I thought it could be cool to do some, like, summer makeup, right? Like, makeup that I wear when it's hot out, and, like, making sure that I can keep my makeup on when we're out and about in the heat. So we'll get ready together, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, I just did my hair. I just finished up work at around, I think it was like 4:30, and Corey and I are getting ready to go to the Red Sox game in Florida tonight because they are here for spring training, and I'm excited. Sorry, I'm looking a little bit on like the orange side all of a sudden with the lighting, but we're gonna do a little bit of a get ready with me and some makeup because it is warm out, but I don't want to go with no makeup, so I thought it would be kind of fun to share like my makeup routine, what I like to do for makeup when it's warm out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to move the camera over here and see if the lighting is a little better. Oh, we love when we move the lighting and it just gets worse. All right, let's try something else. Okay, this is just gonna have to do because I ended up putting you all on the counter, but let's go and get into some makeup. I'm just opening the door. Oh, I actually thought it was in there, but it is not. So I'm just dampening my beauty sponge right now. We're gonna do a little bit of a get ready with me. So I'm actually kind of excited for this get ready with me because I actually get a lot of questions on just like my videos during the summer, and especially when we're in Disney and just sometimes when we're in Florida, like what do you actually do for your makeup, because it is literally so bloody hot. So like, what do you do? What do you wear? What works? So we will do a little bit of like a warm weather makeup routine. I'm just putting on my Laneige lip mask while I get ready. My eczema is kind of not in full swing, but because the sun is now like getting rid of my eczema slightly, right here, all crusty and all dry. So we'll just have to like make that kind of work. But let's go ahead and get some summer skin makeup routine. Let's get this kind of working. So I think the one thing that's important for me here is I want as much sun coverage as possible. So we're gonna go in, of course, with my all-time favorite product at the moment is the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow by e.l.f. I go in with about, I would say about that much. It's a good amount because I want to give the skin some good coverage. I want to give the skin glow, but we also want to make sure that there's enough to go around. So I just go in and I always melt this in with my fingers. And at the end, because I'm not someone that, if you've watched my channel for a while, I actually don't love applying makeup almost like at all with my fingers. I just hate it. I do not like it. I don't like the feeling. I don't like that. It's just like, I feel like I never get it mushed in enough. So I always try my best to like get it in there, but I never feel that great with it. So what I end up doing with this after is I just do kind of like my best, I don't want to say half-assed job, but like I get the sunscreen in where it needs to go, get a little on the neck. And then what I do is I take a beauty sponge and I just push the rest of it into my skin, because we are not gonna sit here and mess with sunscreen or my fingers feeling yucky, especially now that I have the lip mask on because my eczema is kind of in full swing. I like to not get as much like around the lips and just let that kind of sink in while I'm doing my makeup. So first and foremost, for any sunny, hot makeup routine is definitely a sunscreen, because you know you're gonna be in the sun, of course, right? And just making sure that you've got on as much sun protection as possible. I am gonna wear a hat as well, so where it's important to have sunscreen, I'm also wearing a hat. So next we're gonna go in, I don't need too much coverage, but again, I wanna go in, I think, with just a little bit more sun protection. So I want a little bit of coverage, but I don't need too much. So we're gonna go in with the Tower 28 Sunny Days SPF. This is one of my all-time favorite products in the world. I have the shade, I can look at it right now. Let's see if it will show me. This is the shade 35 Point Doom. Yeah, 35, shade 35. And what I do is I'll just take the little squeezy nozzle. Now I'm not really gonna focus too much on my forehead because I am, like I said already, wearing a hat, so it wouldn't make sense to like waste product too much on my forehead. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and dot like a ton of dots all over my base of my face to get some of this in. And then what I'll do is with whatever is left over on the beauty sponge is when I will go in and get it onto my forehead. So that's what we're gonna do now. A little update on the day. It was a busy work day, but it was still really nice. I feel like I got a lot done. I'm really excited. I'm leading a session tomorrow for our company with a colleague of mine, and we got some really good feedback on the session to make sure that it's just, I don't know, a good session. So that made me really happy today. And it was a little bit like last minute, not on like anyone's fault, it's just we thought that this session would need to be done in like a month or so, and instead it needed to be done now, so we had to kind of put it together pretty quickly, but it ended up all working out for the better and came out really good, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I love the way that this Tower 28 looks on my skin. I always feel like it gives just enough coverage, not too much coverage. Sorry, the lighting in here is literally atrocious. I should get like a little light. I always drag a little bit down my neck. I can feel something though in my eye, like I hope I didn't get product in my eye. Now it hurts, or it's the sunscreen, because as of so far, the sun glow has not burned my eyes. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. We're gonna go in with the Hourglass concealer just because I want a little bit of brightness under my eye. Not too much, just a little. And then on the bridge of my nose and down here. Wow, what is burning my eye? It's like this eye is like watering. I hope I didn't like get something in it, because I really don't want to take off all this makeup and start over, or just like not wear it. So let's hope it just kind of goes away. But going in with a little concealer, this is definitely a step that I don't think is necessary, and I actually think, to be quite honest, a lot of people do not use concealer. The reason why I am a lover of concealer and why it is a product and a makeup step in my routine that I will never skip, normally even if I'm going for lighter makeup, my biggest insecurity is my dark circles under my eyes. It is the one thing in the world that I literally see on myself, I think, more than I see anything. So it is so important to me to have concealer on, because I feel like it makes me just feel definitely a little bit more confident when I have that concealer on. Because it is going to be super hot, one of my most important things that I wear, especially when it's warm, is I am going to be setting the living crap out of my face with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Your girl is sweaty, your girl is oily, she does not want to glisten ridiculously, so I always go in with a good amount of translucent setting powder under the eyes. You literally can already tell the difference of how much shine it will take away. Again, I'm sorry, the lighting is not very great, but I just take some of that powder, dust it off, and then really press using the powder puff under my eyes. Now, I used to use no powder puff before. I actually used to use just a big brush, and I recently became obsessed with using the powder puff. I feel like I have a lot more control, and I can really push it into the skin, which I like, into my either oily areas, super shiny areas, just areas that I want to make sure are a little bit more mattified and kind of keeping that makeup in place. I'm also someone that always wants to powder the nose, because my nose gets like pretty oily. I think everyone's nose, at least for me, that's like my trouble area. It's like my makeup never wants to stay on my nose. But taking a little bit of that shine out with the translucent setting powder, and then I just have a brush, just a big fluffy one that's already got a little bit of powder, so I'll take the powder that's kind of stuck for my hand and just give my face a once over with the powder. My eye is feeling better, knock on wood. I'm hoping it's fine. And again, like I said, I'm wearing a hat, so I don't need to go too ridiculous and crazy up there. Now let's get into some bronzer and some blush. This is gonna be really lightweight, almost no bronzer, and a little bit heavier on the blush. My Desert Island Duo Stick in, I think this is shade 4, I think, I'm almost positive. I literally just get 2 little swipes and just get it right up here. Again, because I'm wearing a hat, I'm really trying not to waste any product on my forehead, because my entire forehead is gonna be covered, but I just want a little bit of light glam and just like to feel nice while we're at the game. So I'm just gonna dab some of this bronzer on, get it along my neckline, and then a little bit of the excess just like over the eyes, because it gives just a little bit of color up there and helps set the makeup. Because I use this brush, I am gonna start trying to use a different one. I always go in here and just like kind of get it like right on the cheekbone. It doesn't look super blended for some reason today. I don't know what's going on. So if I ever feel like that, I just kind of take the beauty sponge and just like push in the product, and I think it will absorb and it makes it just blend in. See, even that looks just like even the tattest bit nicer. And then we're gonna go in with the shade, I don't even remember, like I said, I think it's shade 4. We're gonna take 2 swigs of blush on the brush, super pigmented, and just really focus right underneath the eyes and a little bit on the nose and down on the chin. Blush is, I would say, one of my favorite products to use. Where concealer is a product that I don't like to miss because of more of an insecurity, blush is a product that I always just love to apply. I want as much blush on my face as possible because I feel like it makes me look just really sun-kissed, and it's really nice. I always like to get just a little bit extra on the cheek, especially now that I'm in Florida. Why not? Next, I am gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Even in the summer, we need to keep those brows nice and stuck through. I get a lot of questions on my brows. Are my brows microbladed? Are my brows real? Do I fill in my brows? The answer is I was blessed by my mother and father with, in my opinion, perfect brows. Never filled them in before, have never had them microbladed. These are just my natural brows, and I absolutely love them, and I am happy about my brows. So that is all done, and now the last step of the summer makeup routine is just going in with some mascara. I always use my mascara primer, which is the Lancome, so we're just gonna go in. Again, you're not really gonna see my eyes too much because of the hat, but just a little bit of primer never hurt. And we're just doing very much light mascara, so we'll go in with the primer, and then to finish it out we are going to use the Lancome Idol Lash. This is like one of my all-time favorite mascaras. I really like the wand, I really like the formula. I'm not really into dry, thick formulas, like thickening lashes. I just want really long, skinny lashes, if that makes any sense. So I feel like this brush just does a really, really beautiful job of doing that. You've seen me try out a few mascaras, and honestly, when you love something, you don't need to, you know, don't fix what ain't broke. And this mascara just never lets me down. I've really enjoyed it now. I think I've been using it for maybe, I don't know, 6-ish months. Also, I think that was the first time I've ever talked at the same time as applying my first coat of mascara, so go me. But I always just do 2 coats, and then I'll put on a little bit of a setting spray, and then in theory we'll be ready to go to the game. I'm so excited. Corey's really excited. We've been looking forward to this for a few weeks now because Corey bought the tickets before we came down to Florida, so very excited. This is going to be a fun little night out, but nothing too crazy. And then what I love to do, especially because it's the summertime, I think just in general, take that damp beauty sponge when you're done, and I literally will just pat over my face. I just like to get everything blended harmoniously together. If there's any extra product that needs to fall off or come off, at least it can fall off now rather than later. And that is the finished look. My hair is done. I'm gonna throw on a nice baseball hat to be kept out of the sun. Hair is curled. We're gonna throw on a t-shirt, and we're gonna head to the Red Sox. We're back from the Red Sox. I just threw my hair up in just like a quick funny bun, but I wanted to do like a little makeup check-in. So this is no touch-ups, all just how my makeup lasted for the last, I want to say, let's see, it is 10:19. I put my makeup on at like 4:30, so 6 hours. This is what it looks like in the Florida heat. It was like 75 to 80 degrees. So I'm gonna wash it off. I would say the thing I feel like that really makes my makeup, especially in Florida, stay just really, really well is that Tower 28 Tinted SPF. I feel like always does a really good job. And the Whoa Glow is very, not tacky, but like it's a great primer, a great base. So I almost like don't want to take my makeup off. I'm kind of like feeling myself, but we're gonna take my makeup off, wash my face. It is 10:19. I want to get in bed and watch a little bit of YouTube. I have to lead 2 trainings tomorrow for the company that I work for, so I just want to make sure that I'm like well rested and feel rejuvenated and good. But we're gonna wash this face, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Corey and I had the best time last night at the Red Sox. It was so fun to just be outside for a few hours, watch some baseball. I feel like when we were in Boston seeing the Red Sox, it was either it was freezing cold and you were just like bone chilled, or it was a million degrees and felt hot as anything and you were just sweating. So it was nice to have a beautiful night out watching baseball in the middle, and I feel like that was so fun. So the Red Sox ended up winning, I think it was 7-2, so it was a great game. It was so fun. And spring training makes you feel like you're almost like in the inner circle because the stadium is so small. So I think that was nice to not feel like really overwhelmed, and it was only about a 25-minute ride from my dad's house. So we had such a nice time. I'm so excited that we got to go. And today is gonna be a really busy work day. I am literally straight back to back from 9:30 to noon, and then noon to I think 3:30. Corey I think is coming out of the bathroom. And so I feel like I just have a really busy work day today. So during my lunch, I wanted to go to the pool, but I don't have time. So I'm just gonna sit, chill, and relax today. But we are getting pedicures after work because I really need one and I haven't had one in so long. I didn't have the opportunity to get one before we came to Florida. So I'm very happy to be getting one today. Will be nice right before we head out to Disney. And it'll just be a nice, I don't want to say chill day because it's gonna feel chill to all of you because we're gonna just kind of hang out, but I have a really busy work day. So I'm gonna go sit at my desk. I need to get a few things done for the podcast. The podcast episode goes up today, but I didn't end up uploading it last night because I was exhausted. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time now getting the podcast stuff situated and uploaded and ready to go. So I hope you all have a lovely day. Happy Wednesday, and let's kill this day. It is like 12:01. I just ended up finishing up a few things for the morning for work. I do have Chipotle over here. We'll talk about that in a second, but I led a training for our company today with a colleague of mine, and I think it went so well. Honestly, I think it was like one of the best ones that we've ever done. I just felt like we got so much positive feedback. There was a workshop component that I had thought of that I try to do with all my training teams that we brought to the floor, and I'm really proud of that. And that was my idea, and I'm really happy about it because we've gotten some positive feedback. But it is 12:05 or 12:03, whatever it is. I ended up ordering Chipotle for lunch today because I wanted to treat myself for having a really good work meeting. So if this is your sign to go out and treat yourself to something for a work accomplishment, a personal accomplishment, or because you feel like treating yourself, go out and do it. So I ended up getting my bowl with some chips and guac, and we're now watching Riverdale. I do have a full hour, which I could have gone to the pool. I've said this in the last few days, but sometimes it's just nice to sit at home and watch a TV show and enjoy your lunch. Corey's at the pool, so he gets a little bit of him time, I get a little bit of me time, and that's what we're gonna do. So now, let's open up this beautiful Chipotle and have some lunch. Hi everyone, we are outside. My glasses are huge, the sun is shining. Got my hair back, pulled in a little ponytail. Do I look kind of bald? That's all right. Got my Stanley. It is 4:15. I have no meetings. I just finished up my last one of the day, so I decided to come outside, keep my email up and on my phone for the next probably like 25-30 minutes. I'm gonna edit some YouTube. I've got my computer down here, and it is just a beautiful sunny day, and I just wanted to get a little bit more time outside because I didn't get to do that during my lunch break today, so it was important for me to at least sit out on the lanai for a little bit and get some sunshine. But I need to edit this vlog because I really wanted to go up tomorrow because I thought that could be nice and fun to let it go up. So we are going to edit some vlogs. Well, not some vlogs, a vlog. Feeling chaotic. That's fine. The weather's beautiful. I'm feeling the vibes. In my big sunglasses, you know me. The bigger the sunglass, the better, the happier the gal. So with that being said, I'm gonna do a little bit of editing. Just wanted to check in, say hello from the sunshine, and that's really all I've got. After work, Corey and I are going to get pedicures, which I so desperately need. Like, my feet are absolutely in need of a pedicure. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to it all week. So I'm gonna edit and enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine and fresh air. It is the end of the workday. It is 6:19. Corey and I just got back from getting a pedicure. We had a pedicure at 5:30. Quick 5:30 to 6, and then the only thing I didn't love though is that they didn't let me sit under any like dryer. I probably could have if I wanted to, but we just kind of wanted to get home to start cooking dinner tonight. So Corey and I are gonna cook some dinner now. We're doing chicken cutlets, green beans, and some mashed potatoes, so I'm very excited about that because I made mashed potatoes the other night, which they actually sucked, and the reason they sucked was because I accidentally made them with Florida water. Like, if you've ever been to Florida, you know that Florida's water tastes kind of funny. It almost tastes like there's chlorine in the water, and they were yucky. And I said to Corey, did you like the Walmart brand? Because they didn't really taste good. And I was like, oh wait, I think I know why I didn't like them. I didn't like them because they were made with Florida water. So tonight we're gonna make them with regular water, filtered water, and they'll probably be delicious. And then we're just gonna kind of hang out, spend some time with my dad and have dinner, and then I am FaceTiming Carter tonight, so we get to have a little gals FaceTime date before I head out for the weekend. I feel like we haven't had the chance to like catch up and chit chat in a while, so her and I are gonna have a little bit of a FaceTime, but I'm gonna cook some dinner because I am starving. And just like that, we come to an end of a few days with me, my little Spenny, Mr. Bear, all my stuffed animals, and Corey's over here already asleep. But I am ready for bed. I'm tired. The last few days were a lot of fun. I was just on FaceTime tonight with Carter. We ended up just like chatting for about 2.5 hours. It was really nice to catch up. I feel like we text almost every day, but it was just nice to be able to FaceTime for a little bit and catch up. And it was just really nice to have some girl time. I feel like, especially on FaceTime, it's nice to like reconnect with a girlfriend. But the vlog was so much fun. Spenny's a little distracting, but the vlog was so fun to film the last few days. I was even saying to Carter, I'm feeling really inspired in Florida, I think, because the weather is nice and it's just beautiful weather. Everything just feels nicer because it's just like beautiful weather, and I'm happy to get up in the morning. So it was a nice few days. Got my pedicure, happy about that. Now I'm ready for bed, but I love you guys so much. I'm gonna close out the vlog here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Comment down below your favorite part of the last few days that we all spent together. Got all my stuffed animal friends ready, and it is time to read for 30 minutes before bed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.